Hello! Howdy, 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 howdy. Is this thing on? Hello? Hello? Hi. What's up, guys? How are you? Feeling kind of crazy. The fact that we're having two kitchen streams in 1 week feels insane, right? Also, what do you think of the lighting? Shout out Pastor Van. Look, I did it. Did you see on Discord? I did it. Yes, I love this top. Actually, I bought this top at Marshall's there's like a 4-pack. And yeah, I love this top and I have it in like 4 different colors and it's the most comfortable thing. And it's very flattering, I must say. So, yes. And let's see, as Hilary Duff, Lizzie McGuire said at one point, Lizzie McGuire, you're an outfit repeater. Well, you're an outfit rememberer, and that's even worse. That's my quote of the day today. Nobody claimed first today. Nomu said hello. So I guess Nomu was technically first, but I only do pin when someone says first. And Flatlander, you were second, but again, not first. Boris, I absolutely love that every time you come in, you redeem meow, but unfortunately, my sound stuff doesn't really work unless I'm on screen. So during my like be right back or during my getting started or you know about to end the stream, that doesn't show up. So I'm sorry. But you can redeem it now, and then I'll see it now. I like the meow a lot. So, you won't talk shit about tofu as long as there's no garlic. Ooh, well, sorry to tell you, there probably will be. So, there you go, Nomu. I'll pin it. Heh. Can you show on camera? I feel like they need to be brighter. No. They are very bright, and I can tell they're very bright. They're doing me justice. We want Bug now? Oh no, I don't know where Bug is. Let's see. Let me go find her. Actually, I have no idea where Bug is. So, I could try. Hold on. Hold on. I don't have Bug. I've got Subi. How does that sound? How does that sound? I feel like Subi's a good alternate. Sorry, Subi, you're more than an alternate, but you know, other people might not think so. She looks like a lump right now. But there's Subi! There she is! That's her! She's a big lump. I like to call her a big croissant. Because sometimes she looks like a big old croissant. And I love her. I love her. Pastor Van, I'm gonna be honest, today is not the day. I'm not gonna take your picky note. Please act not to be mean. I don't mean to be mean. I appreciate your comments. Today I feel like absolute shit. So please, you could assist me another day. But right now I am not in the best mood. So like I did what I can. I did an upgrade and I like it and I'm good with it for now. So I'm very happy with it actually. But I appreciate you and I really love your help and I would love your help any other day. But what I was going to say is truly, Subi and I have been in bed all day today. Haven't we, Gooby? That's why she's like this. We've both been lazy today because, you know, I'll be transparent. I've got my period. And I don't think it should be weird for me to say that because unfortunately it happens and I feel like fucking shit. I feel like shit. So much so that today Big Jimothy was like I got up, immediately was like, wow, my body feels awful. And I was like, well, actually I now know why. That's fun. Went to go take out Subi and I let her outside, and then we have like a windowsill, and I immediately just laid on the windowsill and like curled up in a ball. And the big Jimothy came out, and he was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I think I'm gonna go lay down in bed." And he was like, "No, don't do that. You gotta get up. You gotta be productive." Because I told him, "Hey, don't let me be depressed and lay in bed." And so he was like, "Oh, well, you should get up and like be productive and blah 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 blah." Like I told him to do when I get into a depressive state. And then I just turn and look at him, and I'm like, "I'll be completely honest. You try living what I'm living right now today, and then you tell me to go back to bed." And then he got the memo, and he was like, "Nope, never mind. Go back to bed. I'm not gonna fight you. Go back to bed." So I've been laying in bed, and I got up. I took a nap, and that's why I was a little late today. So if I seem a little off, it's because currently Godzilla and King Kong are battling it out on the Twin Towers. That's how the movie went, right? Inside of my body. Just girly things. So everybody better be extra nice to me. But Pastor Finn, no, I'm sorry if I came across as rude. I really, really appreciate your help. And let's chat in like a week. Okay, let's chat in a week. But for now, I'm forcing myself to eat vegetables because I need to do that. Anyways, subscribers only, but we're just here to have Baddie talk bad to us. No, I can't be mean. I feel like that's like the meanest thing I've ever said on this channel. It's like just me having an annoyed day. Need a little pseudo-social interaction. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? No, I just need a dog hug. I'll just get myself a dog hug. Puppy Ray, get a hug. May I get a hug? Thank you. Thank you for the dog hug. Don't push away your mother. Don't push me away. Me too, Subi. She truly acts like she hasn't been sleeping all day with me. So, okay, time to wash my body. But yes, again, I apologize. You guys are great, and I'm here for you, and we're still going to have a good time. We've yapped. I just want to hug you, and all of you right now like me that sometimes. Aww! Yeah, Entropy. Subi's here for you. Specifically, that one ear on the wall is here for you. Everybody else. Okay, I'm sorry. I feel so bad. The meme has left the building. It's not mean. It's not mean. It's not mean. You know, when you have the flu or you're really sick and you have to go to work, and then people start talking to you, you're like, don't fucking talk to me, even though that's your job. But I want you to talk to me, so that seems mean. Doesn't matter. You know what I mean? We're here to cook. Anyone can cook. Anyone can cook, even if they're bleeding inside. Okay, guys? I had to take a deep breath for a second. Anyways. I hope you're all having a better day than me and that you didn't sleep in your bed until like 3 o'clock. Hi, lovely iPod! Hi guys. I know. We're having a weird day today, but we're here to fix it. Big Jimothy said he's gonna grill for me, and so I'm going to prep what we're grilling today. Yeah, today is annoying. Okay, Flatliner, thank God. Thank God you guys agree. Today is a day. Maybe it's because it's like a Wednesday. And my body is also confused because I'm like, what? I'm doing another kitchen? That never happens. I do multiple kitchen streams, who am I? But we are changing that. And now we are switching to doing multiple kitchen streams. And I'm thinking that we could do 2 kitchen streams a week. Pastor Van, if you're still here and you weren't mad at me, I will say Yes, there is some improvement to be done. The lights probably do need to be brighter, but I have something. But okay, here's the thing. The lights probably do need to be brighter. There's a few things that I would do on my end to try to fix it, which I will get to a different day. But what I was going to say is there's a very fun and exciting feature that comes with these lights that I will show you during the advertisement. So that is the one reason why I haven't done any edits to it yet. And also, this is my first stream with lights, so I just wanted to see how they look. But I like them already better than my old lights because they are slightly brighter. They show colors a lot better than my old lights did. And also, now, the worst part about setting up my kitchen stream, hold on. First part about setting up my kitchen stream, why I only did like one kitchen stream a week, is because I use the same lights at my desk that I do here, and moving those lights from my desk to here every single day, or like every other day, I guess, was so fucking frustrating. Like, I had to get Big Jimothy to start doing it because I was like, I can't handle this anymore. This is too much. This is too much work. And even he says that that's like the worst part about everything. And so, yeah. So now I have two sets of lights. Now I have these new lights that are specifically for the kitchen, and then I have my old lights that will be specifically for my desk. So it's an upgrade, and I'm happy about that, but there are some improvements I can make, and I think I can do it without getting new light bulbs, because I like these light bulbs because of a reason that you'll see later. Communication is so sexy, guys. It's pretty crazy. It's so freaking crazy, right? Well, the iPod, I'll be lurking for most of the stream because I'm at my new job. Oh my god! Oh my gosh, the lovely iPod, congratulations! Oh my gosh, yay! One of my little sous chefs, it finally has a job. Yes! Yes! That is one less person in my sous chef community that isn't unemployed anymore. Dude, shout out to you. Congratulations, Lonely iPod. Here, I'm going to redeem a few things for you. We gotta hit him with that yippee. I don't know why the yippee sounded like that. We're gonna hit him with the yippee. And we gotta hit him with the. It sounds terrible. So sorry. At least on my end it does. Congratulations, Lonely iPod. I'm so happy for you. I'm sorry that it's a pay cut, but I get where you're at. Like, you know, after being unemployed for so long, after a while you're like, I'll fucking take anything as long as they respect me and it's a job that I'm interested in. And so if you got a job that you're interested in that respects you, you know, nowhere pays well these days. So I'm glad that you started. Is this your first day? Also, don't get yourself in trouble. Do you have to leave? Man, that one sounded so awful. But if you have to leave because you have to focus on your new job, please do that. Okay, we believe in you. We're so proud of you. Congratulations on the iPod. Okay, skewers. Getting serious. How's everybody else's job search? Is anybody else searching for jobs? Because I am. Still. But we're getting somewhere. That was slightly loud and very distorted. Ha! Oh, it's okay from interesting. It's far from interesting, but you know what? Yes. Money, job, stability, of course. Yeah, I don't know why those sounds are fucked up today. Or whatever. Like we said, it's a weird Wednesday, right? So, anyways, I'm gonna be pressing some tofu. I'm making tofu skewers on the grill, and I know you're like, what the fuck? Am I grilling tofu? You're not a vegetarian. That's stupid. Well, I am actually starting. This is exciting. Wait, what day is it? Dang it, it's not the first yet. I am starting to do something exciting, which is prepping for my birthday party. My birthday is, everybody take out your calendars, write it down, okay? Hello! Miguken! I'm gonna call you me. What's up, me? Tofu is very high in protein. It is. But here we go. Ready? 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 Here's the stance to write down my birthday. My birthday is in a week. Wednesday, May 7th is Earth Toast's birthday, and she will be having a birthday stream, but it'll probably be short and not in the kitchen because her parents will be in town. But for her birthday, the only thing I have planned, the only thing she has planned is to stream on Twitch so that she could celebrate even just an hour with you guys. So, write that down. But yes, I'm having a really big, giant birthday party because that's how I am. I love having big old birthday parties. And for our big old birthday party, Big Jimothy's gonna grow for us, and I have a lot of friends that are vegan, and so obviously we're gonna be grilling chicken skewers, but we also want to be grilling something vegan friendly. So we're testing out a vegan friendly skewer recipe today so that we can see if it's disgusting. Because if it's disgusting, I don't want to serve this to my vegan friends and then they have nothing to eat. So, you know. Turby, what's up? How are you? Good to see you, friend. Welcome to my kitchen again. I'm just giggling. I have finals this week and have to finish installing his engine, so I've had no time for job hunting. Gigging. I thought you said I'm just giggling, which is cute. You're gonna make everyone figure out the year on their own. Oh no, I'll tell you. I'm turning 27, so you can do the math. Quick math. What time is the stream? Next Wednesday? To be determined. I'll put out the stream schedule on Monday like I always do. My parents will be in town, so again, I have to kind of figure it out as we go. But I don't know what we'll do yet. I don't think it'll be a kitchen stream, because if it is a kitchen stream, my parents will just be kind of chilling in the living room watching me. They know I do this, and you know, my mom has been on stream with me before, but I'm like, I don't want my parents watching me while I stream. It feels, I mean, I know my mom creeps. I know my mom's a creep sometimes and watches my streams, but in person, maybe not. We want mommy now. I am, once again, if my mom does come on stream again, she will be off camera, just using her voice, because again, I would love for her to stay off the internet. But my mom is helping. So this is a good transition while we press our tofu. Look at my cool little tofu press. Check it out. It's honestly not, I'll be honest, it's not as good as just putting tofu with some paper towels and books on top of it. It's definitely not as good, but it does the job. But this brings me to my other point. Tomorrow we have our subscriber only stream. And I asked it's like our monthly stream. It's just like an appreciation stream. And if you're not a subscriber, I think you can come in and do like a little preview for a little bit. Or you can ask somebody to gift you a subscription so that, for my birthday. And that would be very kind of you to do. But tomorrow's subscriber only stream is going to be fun because I asked my mom to send me baby pictures, and I thought she was just gonna send me baby pictures that she already had saved on her phone, but my mom is somebody who works very hard, and she's like me. She doesn't half-ass anything. You know, she wants to think about all of the different options, and so she called me and she was like, okay, so I pulled out all of our physical photos in our all of our physical photos from our closet, and I'm going through them. What kind of baby pictures do you want? And I was like, oh my gosh, Mom, you don't have to go that crazy. But she did. And so my mom uploaded a bunch of baby pictures into a file, and pictures of me and growing up. And I'll also show you pictures from, geez, sorry, I didn't mean to flip you off. I got a splinter. Um, and baby pictures from, sorry, high school pictures and college pictures, and they just talk about my 27 years of life, and then I'll encourage you to send over any baby pictures into our Discord so that maybe I can ooh and ah at your baby pictures. So that'll be fun. That'll be tomorrow at I think 6:30 or 7. I don't remember. It's on the calendar. That'll be a fun little subscriber appreciation stream to celebrate my birthday. Okay. Where to put a baby picture? You could put them in the Discord. I could put a little you could put it in the subscriber only Discord section if you'd like. But if you're not a subscriber, just put it in general chat. But that'll be tomorrow, so you can wait to send them in tomorrow and ooh and ah tomorrow. Okay, this is my first time ever properly doing wooden skewers, and I know you're supposed to soak them in water. So that's what we're doing, is we're soaking these skewers in water. They suggest for about 30 minutes, and it'll be about that. So keep that over there. Keep them safe. And we'll start cutting up some veggies while we wait, and I'll show you some cool veggies that I have grown from the garden. So first off, look at this guy. Big Jimbothy grew this in the garden, and look at how beautiful. It's such a pretty color. This camera shows it better than this camera. This camera's kind of a dull coloring wise, but you can see how absolutely yellow and incredible this thing is. It'll be a weapon, and it's going to be beautiful. So I'm gonna cut her open. You want to see this cross section? Let me cut a few, and then we'll see. Oh, that's not a good cross section. How are you supposed to put squash? Like what? Let me see. Skewers, squash. Are you supposed to do it in like squares? Oh, okay, you can do it in circles. Okay, you could do it in circles. Circles are the ideal. Oh, excuse me. It looks like. So we'll just cut them into thick little chunky boys. Like this looks incredible. It just doesn't look real. It just doesn't look like a real anything. It's awesome. But no, I'm super excited about my birthday. I feel like I might not do a lot of other streaming next week. I think I might just stream on my birthday and that's it. If that's okay with everybody. Since my parents are gonna be in town, and you know, I want to spend some quality time or whatever. Oh my gosh, look at that. I was cooking the other night and somehow got some giant zucchini. I love zucchini. I don't know how we're gonna skewer these, so I might actually need to cut these guys in half because they are very round and very large. So maybe I can cut them into these. Big Jimbothy, what do you think? I think that looks good. I think those are good sizes. Yeah, it's truly amazing when you're gardening. And I can't take credit. This is Big Jimbothy's baby, not mine. I think if I was not going through all of my life shit, I would be more into gardening and like assisting with the gardening, but that's definitely more his thing. I used to have a lot of indoor plants, and then I kind of killed them all when I became depressed. So that happens. That happens, and it's okay. So I think I'm gonna take these big chunks here and I'm just gonna, like I said, cut them into triangles. Because I think that'll skewer better. So I can just cut everything into little triangles. Yes, my birthday. I have to talk about my birthday plans. I feel like I haven't shared anything. It's just crept up on me. But I'm really excited. The plan is, the reason why we're doing the subscriber appreciation stream tomorrow, is because on Friday, I am gonna go to Houston to visit family, and my best friend is having her baby shower that day. I'll keep these. These are cute little circles. It's not uniform, but it's fine. And then I'm also going to go out to a big dinner with all of my friends that live in my hometown still. And we're gonna celebrate my birthday. Oh my gosh. These are fucking dirty as shit. Ew! I mean, I know you're supposed to rinse them. But I normally don't get... I have to show you this. I normally don't get, you know, mushrooms that are this dirty. Check this out. That's like... Hold on. Focus. Do you see how dirty that is? That's just all dirt. This is like straight out of the ground dirt. I hate to say it, but this is exactly why you wash your produce. Yeah, these are like... What is this? Monterey mushrooms? It says, hand-picked with love. They were not kidding. Washed before use. Yeah, they're certainly not kidding. This was straight up just picked. Man, those really were the dirtiest mushrooms I've ever seen. Oh, Boris! Good to see you. Boris, play the meow sound. It'll work now. Play the meow sound. It'll work now. Tofu and what else? I see a zucchini. Lovely. Yeah, we have squash. And then we're gonna do a bell pepper. And then Big Jimothy made a zucchini squash hybrid. Look at this chonker. So we're gonna also add him to it as well. We're gonna marinate the tofu, and that should be absolutely delicious. So, we should do all-you-can-eat sushi in Austin. Ooh, I've done all-you-can-eat sushi, but I have not done it in Austin yet. All right, let's get this bell pepper. Oh, and mushrooms, but the mushrooms were extra dirty today. Controversial take, everybody. Not only does this girl not really like onions, which is why you don't see an onion here, but this girl also doesn't like bell peppers as much. You would think I would make like the blandest food you've ever tasted, just based on the fact that I really don't like peppers and I really don't like onions. But just because I don't like it doesn't mean I don't cook with it, okay? You can dislike something and still learn to cook with it. Never give up, okay? We had a year, we had several kinds of squash in our garden, and we ended up with some really odd hybrids. What do you mean odd hybrids? What made them so odd? Currently, oh gosh, I have to tell you this. This is funny. So, so I know Pastor Van, you gardened. I know a few of you here have dabbled in gardening as well. Maybe some of the new viewers that are watching and lurking. Uh, but have you heard of something called, an insect called a squash vine borer? A squash vine borer. Hopefully, I trigger big Jimothy by saying those words and he'll jump into chat. um, Our zucchini, corn, yellow, and spaghetti squash all interpollinated. I have not. Evil bug. There he is. I knew he would say something. So you're very lucky that you have not heard of this creature, this, as Big Jimothy calls it, this evil bug. We did not know what it was either, and unfortunately, last season, we found out the absolute hard way what a squash vine borer is. Hold on. So, squash vine borer. To say politely, I sound muffled? Am I muffled? To say it politely, the squash vine borer is the equivalent to a rat in the plague. Yeah, I call them a freaking rat. A plague rat. Basically, if you are growing any sort of squash, pumpkin, etc., etc., this thing will absolutely obliterate any chances that you have of growing those objects. So we didn't know they existed. When Big Jimothy moved down here to Austin, he had grown squash before and had been very, very successful. And so when he moved down here, he said, let's grow some zucchini, let's grow some squash, let's grow some giant pumpkin, right? And he grew these insanely giant pumpkins, like, or the vines were so long, and there were going to be probably 50 pumpkins. And he was so excited, and around this time, during my birthday party, people were coming over and seeing the garden, and he was showing them the garden. He was like, oh my gosh, check out my giant garden, blah, blah, blah. You know, the equivalent of like showing how big your penis is, except for your garden. I mean that in the nicest way possible, because he's got a big one, and I mean the garden. So, we are looking at the garden. Everybody's so happy. He's telling everybody, I'm going to give you all the pumpkins. I'm going to do all of these things. And then a few weeks later, his pumpkins start getting very sick. And he's like, what? Why are my pumpkins getting sick? That's crazy. I don't understand why. And there's these fun, beautiful, bright red and black bugs that are flying around, and he takes a photo of one and he sends it to his boss. He's like, look at these pretty bugs. And his boss, who lives in Romania, Romania? Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong. His boss texts him back and he's like, oh, that's a squash vine borer. And Big Jimothy goes, oh, well, that doesn't sound good. Yeah, it turns out squash vine borers are very common, especially here in Texas. And it makes it nearly impossible for people to, grow squash. Because these little fuckers, as beautiful as they are, they will plant their seeds, their spawns, into the soil, and then they'll grow up, they'll put they'll like get all pregnant, as plants, or not plants, like, well, kind of, as animals do, and bugs. And then they put their little babies underneath the leaves of your squash. So then when those hatch, they end up boring, like burying themselves in the stem of your squash plants and basically eating your squash plants from the inside out. Yeah, that's not good, huh? Well, unfortunately, we figured that out very late. So, poor Big Jimothy. He, unfortunately, figured that out too late. Hold on. Let me restart this. Give me a second, guys. Okay. Is that better? Yes, no. Yes, no. No. I haven't done anything. Not better. What? What is my mic doing? Hold on 1 minute. Yeah, let me go check some stuff. I will be RB. Okay, how are we doing now? Yes? No? It's so strange. It looks perfect on my end. But if it's not perfect, let me know and I can change this mic. Fixed? Fixed? Yay! Yay! Okay, yeah, unplugging and plugging back in does wonders. What I was saying is basically the squash vine borer just went and absolutely obliterated his garden last year. And so he's been fighting against this thing. And the funniest way that Big Jimothy has been combating these squash vine borers is he built this like big tent greenhouse kind of situation to kind of keep everything collectively inside one another, right? And whenever that he sees a squash vine borer, he just takes a vacuum, like our cordless vacuum, and he sucks them into the vacuum. Is there one in the vacuum right now, Big Jimothy? Because I will show them. Because he doesn't take them out of the vacuum. No. He hates these things so much that he just lets them stay in there and just suffocate in our dog's hair and in our cat's hair and in all the dust and debris. And he just literally fucking tortures these bugs because he hates them so much. Let's go see. There is, in fact, one in here. Hold on. Hold on, I will show you. I gotta reset my stove cam. Hold on. Let me reset my stove cam. There you go. Okay, here we go. Hey, I'm doing it away from the food that I want to show you. That he does, in fact, where is it? Where'd it go? Right there. You see it? You see that bug right there? Yeah, that's the captive that Big Jimothy has in our house right now. Like, somebody is gonna call some animal rights activist, etc., on him for keeping a live animal. Definitely not endangered. It's not an endangered bug. A live animal. Like that. So rude. No, I'm just kidding. It's actually very completely fine. I honestly don't care. The one thing that I am now scared of is I am worried that I'm gonna, like, I don't know, clean the house one day and then decide, oh, there's so much hair in this. Let me just empty it out into the trash can. And then I open it to empty it and then just bugs fly out at me and then they're in the house. Which then I guess the solution would just be to suck them back up and wait until they're done. It's been a successful method so far, I think. I mean, obviously, we have some squash to cook with today, so. I'd say it's been very successful. I mean, look at this spread. This is gorgeous. This is beautiful. I've seen the same thing done with wasps and hornets. Put soapy water in the bottom of a shop vac and go in town. Oh, soapy water in a shop vac. That's crazy. See, that's a little psychopathic. But yeah, so currently it's us v a bunch of squash vine borers. Alright, so this is why you should press your tofu, because technically you should probably press it longer than I did, but I don't really care. I promise that this will be good enough. The soapy water makes sure they aren't alive and pissed off anymore. Ooh. Big Jimothy thinks that the reason why he didn't have any of these squash vine borers is because, like at his old place, is because they had a lot of wasps. And so now he's like, I have a new appreciation for wasps. And I'm like, good for you. I fucking don't. I don't like those things. I don't want to see them around. Is your toad food depressed too? Yeah. We all are. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we are going to carefully cut these guys into cubes. This is extra firm tofu. It's not gonna work any other way, I'm sorry to say. And that rhymed too. So I think these might be a little too big of cubes, but this is why we're testing this recipe out right now. Okay. Those are good. Those are cubes. Those are cute. Look at this spread. Look at the spread. This makes me feel like I could run a mile and have all the energy in the world and drink kombucha. It's exactly what I want. This is exactly what I want. If only my body ingested this every single day, but full disclosure, I did have a Philly cheesesteak sandwich for lunch. So I do not eat like this all the time. Nobody does. And if you do, I don't think you're happy. Okay, so I'm using rainbowplantlife.com for this recipe. And if you ever make any sort of vegan recipes, I highly suggest them. I've made a lot from this website, and they've all been really good. So now we're going to do the marinade. So it's soy sauce, lime juice, Dijon mustard, maple syrup. You go grab some stuff. The soy sauce, Dijon mustard, lime juice. I use avocado, or no, we're gonna use olive oil instead of avocado oil. Lime juice. I'm very happy. I made limeade, and I almost didn't save limes, but we have limes. Cayenne pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. Cayenne pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. I think salt and pepper, but I'm not gonna. Well, we do have soy sauce, so maybe not. So let's go ahead and make the marinade. It's a bunch of tablespoons. So let's do it. So it's gonna be 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. Make some room. Move this over. Thank you. Soy sauce is always the foundation, I feel, of vegan recipes, and I'm not complaining. One, 2, 3, 4. And yes, I am using the tofu press because I want to use, you know, less, is the least amount of dishes that I can. This is a super hard lime. Oh my god. Arguably might be way too hard. Oh my gosh, I can't even open it up. This is like a super sharp knife. Nope. Yeah, I think this is time. I think it's time to get rid of that. Oh, Pastor Van, you were asking if I saved my scraps. I do, but to be completely honest, I don't really like making stock scraps or stock out of scraps. It doesn't seem to like. I just don't like the flavor as much as if I just make actual stock. I don't hate it, but I prefer other things. Okay. I only have 2 limes, so let's just use everything we got in these 2 limes. Squeeze! Yeah, like I said, I had a bunch of limes left over. Here's a hot tip. It's a very niche opportunity, but you know, I don't know. You might have this opportunity too. When I went to a party, like it was like an Airbnb girls' weekend party, right? And we were drinking a lot. And so somebody cut up a bunch of limes, like one of my bartender friends cut up a bunch of limes to use for drinks throughout the weekend. And of course they didn't all get used. Which is fine. But, you know, the girls were like, oh, I guess we'll just like throw it away. And me being the scrappy cook I am, was like, no! Give me the box of already pre-cut limes. And I squeezed all of them by hand, and I made myself a super delicious limeade out of it. So, for free. So yeah, I'm always the biggest advocate for when you go to an Airbnb trip and then people buy way too much food or drinks, like always take it home. You know, if somebody else wants it more, let them have it. But don't let any food go to waste. Just take it home, figure it out. You're a big girl. Okay, I think that's all the juice I can get out of this bad boy. My mother sometimes makes potato soup or onion soup type things. She only uses seasoning and no stock, so I started making her veggie stock and she wasn't eating potato and water soup. Ugh. Good for you. That's what you should do as a child. As somebody's child is teach them the ways of cooking properly. Did you like the soup? Like, was it good? Because it could be good. Okay, so now we're going to use 1.5 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. Here's about a 1/2 tablespoon. There's 1 tablespoon. There's another 1/2 tablespoon. Okay, and then 1.5 tablespoons of agave nectar and maple syrup. If it was me, I would use honey, but that is not vegan, so we have maple syrup. So that's about 1 and 1.5. Okay. I'll put this away. Oh my goodness! I heard a really demented doo-doo-doo! Thank you so much for the follow. Who was it? Babe. I'm so sorry if I mispronounced your name. Babe. Save? Babe. What is that? Save what? Sayib. Sayib? Is that right? How are you? My name is Sayib. Sayib. Is that correct? Sayib. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I really want to get it right. Thank you so much for the follow. Yay! I love it. We're getting so close to my goal. Right up here. Thank you so much for the follow, my friend. Thank you so much. Oh, Sayib, no, thank you so much. I'm glad you're here. I hope you're learning something. We're about to head into a ad break. And if you're a subscriber, it's really, really special because I have something special to show you with these new lights. Because we're going to be doing our subscriber-only dance party, and there will be something really fun happening. So please stick around for that. Let me get the rest of these ingredients while we wait on the ad, so we can start marinating the tofu. Do I make mukbang content?
I just needed you to know.
Dinner with Mom! Hey, friend! I rated you last time, and now you're back. Dinner with Mom. Good to see you guys. Shout out to Dinner with Mom. We rated them last time. I know some of you were there for that. But thank you so much for the subscription, Dinner with Mom. Seriously, big old heart. Good to see you. Thank you so much for the raid. Of course. Anytime, friends. Are you cooking today? Or are you not cooking today? Typically, I don't do a kitchen stream, but I'm starting to think that I should do some. I didn't hear after the... Oh, I do not make mukbang content. I mean, I eat the food after I make it, but I don't necessarily make mukbang content. Personally, I don't really enjoy watching mukbang content myself. But, again, that's just a personal preference. Now, we're going out with the kids in a few. Thought I'd stop by and say hello. Oh, well, thank you! What are you gonna go eat? I had a Philly cheesesteak before all of this healthy crap. Hold on now. It's an ad break. It's an ad break. It's an ad break, which means a lot of big things. And if you're new here, like, you know, Dinner with Mom is, basically what we do is every time that we have an ad break, instead, we have a subscriber-only dance party. And it's a big, exciting time. And I play royalty-free, subscriber-only dance party music, because I'm scared. And the most exciting part for today is now that we have new lighting, we also have... This is not the good song. This is not a good song for this. Get a better song. Here we go. Nope, nope. Okay, ready? Subscriber only dance party. Freaking lights! Now I'm in the club. You're like, no way. What? What an upgrade, right? Now we're actually at a club, and we're actually partying, and we're actually stretching. And it feels exciting. It feels incredible. We're so happy. And we love these lights. Yeah! Woo! And the music is just not hype enough. I really need to just get better music. Here we go. Gotta turn up on my end too. Milking the cow! This calls for a disco! Hype it up! Hype me up, y'all! Hype me up! Hype me up! Here we go. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I will catch this in my mouth. Are you ready? Ready? I'll do it in the beat drops. It's gonna be really freaking cool. I wasn't lying! I'm good at that! Turning it up on your end. You gotta hear it. Oh, man. Oh. The raw mushroom hit. Woo! That hit differently. Okay, back to normal lighting. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Wow. Okay, here we go. What a good time. Woo! That was fun. That was fun. Thank you guys for coming to that. I was so excited that they got these lights and I saw that was an option. I was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna make our subscriber only dance party so much fun. And it was. And I'm glad you were here to see that dinner with mom. I'm very glad you're here to see that. Let's see. Saib, can you please do the drinking sound after every sip? After every sip? Well, we haven't done it cheers yet, and I feel like you have to pay me on a premium site to do something like that. But I do need water, and YouTube redeemed it, so I'll give you one after my sip, okay? Just one. And we can all cheers together too, because this is important. And we need water after that. That was a very exciting and hyped up thing. I did get the remote smart light bulbs. I do prefer that over the Wi-Fi because Big Jimothy told me I wasn't allowed to get the Wi-Fi ones. And Big Jimothy, you should explain why if you're around. Naughty Puck? That's a fucking hilarious username. Hello, yo, welcome in. Okay, hold on one second. Ice just got everywhere on the ground, but that's okay. Alright, everybody, so if you're new here, we're going to do a cheers in the happiest hour. You have the free emote, please use it. Please cheers with me. That's part of the rules, so that I don't look like a dweeb. And I'll give you your one after I take a gulp of this. So, really relish it. Okay. Anyways. Cheers, everybody. Thank you for all coming to the happiest hour. We're not done yet, so don't wait. But I'm thirsty, so. Cheers, everybody. I hope that was enjoyable for you as much as it was enjoyable for me. Okay, first of all, I need to put some cayenne powder in this. And then 3/4 a teaspoon of garlic powder and onion powder. And normally I would eyeball all of this, but I'm trying to go by the recipe for my party and make it exact, right? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. It was actually wrong? You're telling me that my oohs and ahs were wrong? I am so sorry, friend. I think you might be at the very wrong channel then. Cause that's all I got in me today. That's all I got in me. Yeah, she got the remote bulbs. Prefer that over Wi-Fi bulbs that could get hacked wherever possible. Yes. So, fun fact: big Jimpathy, cybersecurity nerd. He doesn't allow me to get certain things in our house, which is understandable because he knows the risks. And one of those is the Wi-Fi light bulbs. And evidently didn't know this, but it's something that is, you know, could potentially be hacked, or just be like an avenue to hack into your Wi-Fi system. So he said no. And I listened. So I got the remote bulbs, and I actually really enjoy the remote bulbs. I don't really use a lot of Siri and things like that. I guess we just never have a reason to like turn the lights on and off when we're not home. I guess it's just personally us. Maybe we're just always home, so we don't really ever have a reason to do that. I can see how they would be super helpful, but these were a lot cheaper too. Okay, now I'm gonna mix up this marinade. What am I doing? What am I doing? There is an easier way to mix up this marinade. What am I doing? The easier way to mix this marinade up is just shake it. Like those chicken nuggets that my mom never let me get from the Lunchables, you know? Where it was like, it came, like you could get the chicken nuggets in the Lunchables and they came with the seasoning packets and then you just put them in like a bag and then you shake it up and the seasoning would get everywhere. Anybody? No? I'm a 98 baby, so I might be a little too young for all of you. Ooh, look at that. That is a great color. I'm gonna take a lick. Mmm. Oh, that's a good marinade color. Here, I'll give you the full game experience. Yum. Mmm. Mmm. That's so zesty. Ooh, that's so zesty. That's really good. That's really, really, really good. So, now we're gonna let these guys marinate in the sauce. I'm just gonna plop them in there, and then we're gonna shake it up a little bit, once again. And then we'll let it marinate, we'll sit, and then, yummy, later on down the line, I will shake it up again. Marinate it again. So, shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your tofu. Shake your tofu. Here it is. Oh, I need this arm workout, ladies and gentlemen, and they-thems. The marinade is getting kind of on the vegetables, but that's probably fine. Okay. That kind of sort of worked. I'll just, you know, toss it. That might be better if I just kind of toss it around too. And since we're learning, this might not be the best vessel to do this in. I mean, it won't be actually, because we'll be cooking for quite a few people for my birthday next Saturday. But Oh, this is so good looking. This is gonna be delicious. I just want to eat the marinade. That's crazy talk. All right. So now we're gonna snap this up, clean up the sides a bit since I did make a mess. Already got my new remote covered in marinade. That's how you know you're a cooking streamer. All of your tech is absolutely gross. There you go. I'm sticking that in the fridge. I'll move my little mushies over. These are a lot of mushrooms. We probably will not use all of these mushrooms. Shrooms. There you have it. So the idea will be after they marinate, I will skewer things. I will skewer things. So the plan is we're gonna just put these all on different skewers. Oh my goodness! What the heck? I just got rated! I've been rated so much this week! What? Kinara? Am I saying that correctly? Please correct me if I'm wrong. Oh my gosh, Kinara raid! Oh my gosh, it's an incoming raid! Wow! Hold on. I've got new lights. Hold on, I must show you. I've got new lights, and we can celebrate. Here we go. Ready? Woo! Oh, come on. Yeah. Woo! Raid! Oh, and follows. Ooh, this is a dance party. Oh my gosh. Kinara, you're like, I love it! I rated the right person! Oh, Pastor Man, you know them too? That's amazing. Thank you so much for the follow. Let me take a look, see. Who we got? Oh my gosh. Get Cream. Thank you, Get Cream. We've got, oh my gosh, it's not letting me look at everybody. Oh my gosh, so many. Get Cream, Zat with a Hat, Zenara, Mythical Suki, Atala Noah. You guys have the best usernames. Hi, everybody. That is a very large raid. Thank you so much for coming. Oh my gosh. Guys, you're going to be so close to my freaking goal. My 300 goal. Wow. Des Kitchen and Era Reborn, Iraq. What? Okay. Hold on. Let me get the hype music out again. I gotta get the hype music out. We don't need this slow stuff. We've got a party now. We've got a whole party here. Let's get the whole party music going. It's a skewer party. We're going crazy. It's a skewer party. In a non-threatening way, it's a skewer party now. A non-threatening skewer party with all of my new friends. Yeah. You guys. Kinara, what were you up to? What were you doing? Promote yourself. Shout out to you. Like, oh my gosh, you guys are making the do-to-do sound absolutely demented. Does anybody know where that's from? Hold on, I need to turn these lights off. This is crazy. Oh my gosh. Wow, skewer party! Wow. We'll keep the hype music on. I like that the hype music is going on. I think this is appropriate. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Cat Lover. Incredible. My name's Emily, so that works. Made some brunch items. Oatmeal baked with blueberries. Fresh mess of biscuits with egg gravy. That sounds delicious. Is it breakfast time where you are? Because that sounds incredible. Kinara, you are becoming my new best friend. And I'm going to Do you have a mohawk? I'm just clicking on your profile. That's awesome. That is so awesome. Oh my gosh, I'm following you already. We've met, I think. I'm following you. How did I've already been following you. Wow. Oh, you're in Oregon. Hi, Oregon friend. I'm in Texas. Man, could you steal me and take me up there? I don't want to be here anymore. Oh my goodness. A belated Kanara raid. Thank you, and Arrow Reborn. I don't know when it ended up in Kanara's stream to come along with the raid. It doesn't surprise me at all. I landed there somewhere or another. She will have a purple mohawk soon. That is so cool. I love that. No, this raid journey train is so absolutely kind, guys. I super appreciate it. My tofu is currently marinating. Let me show you. I used to have really cool hair too. And then I lost my job and it became expensive. But I love the mohawk that you've got going on. Look at this is our tofu right now. Amazing. Incredible. Right there. Since it's raid time, give them an idea of what kind of quirky you are. Once you finish the introductions, of course. No! Nightshade! Don't out me! Nightshade is one of my regulars. We have a lot of regulars here. I'll give you the introduction, I guess, of myself. I need to start doing that. I always like to learn more about the people rating me, like Kanara. So again, shout out to you. Shout out to Oregon. Love that place. We have a lot of friends that live in the Pacific Northwest, and we've been considering it. But also, my whole family is here in Texas, and yada yada yada. But politically, if it gets too terrible, I know where I'm running to. But yeah, I guess let me give you an introduction on myself. Give me 1 minute. So
I just needed you to know.
Oh my gosh, why is it so cryptid today? Doggo! I have a Prime sub. Thank you so much, Nightshade, my buddy. So much. I appreciate you guys. Okay, so let me get the introduction and then Nightshade, I'll do the embarrassing part. So, hi everybody, my name is Earth Toast. A lot of people know me, a lot of my regulars know me because I am a former radio host here in Austin, Texas. I don't do that anymore. But I started Twitch because I just have a love for entertainment and for making people's days brighter. And I'm also a cosplayer, as Pastor Van says. I don't do it as much anymore. I'm more of just like a hobbyist. Yes, that's the correct way to say. I love cooking. That's mainly what I focus on. But the point of the Happiest Hour is just to sit around, and it's like you're simulating having a happy hour with your friends, you know, after you get off a long day of work, or after you just like, I don't know, just like going to a happy hour with people that you love. Just that kind of like conversation. And I am not a professional chef by any means. I just really love cooking, and cooking has become my love language over the years. If I just sit here, I cook. I don't have any links, Pastor Van. I'm sorry. That did not work. But those are all below, correct? And the goal of my channel is I want to eventually, and I've done it a few times already, but I want to eventually like bring guests on, especially since I used to work on the radio. And when I was on the radio, my main specialty was interviewing, and I interviewed a bunch of musical artists. Not that musical artists would necessarily be on here, I don't have that kind of connect, but interviewing people, my friends, people around the city, etc., and then we all have a happy hour together. And we hang out. So, that's the concept of the Happiest Hour. I'm crude, not rude. I like food. And I also have a dog and a cat. And I grow some of my own vegetables as well. So like these two we grew in our garden, which is great. And I love sustainable cooking. Things on the radio. Oh, on the radio. Yeah. Hello! Welcome in, new chatters. Yeah, so I hang out. I've been to Austin a few times. I live in Louisiana. I've been to Louisiana a few times. My dad slightly grew up in Louisiana. I'm originally from Houston, So you know that I cook well because I'm from Houston. So just saying that. Yeah, Big Timothy. We were rated by the lovely Kanara. They rated us with a bunch of new people. It's been fun. So, indeed. Land of some of the best food in the country. Yeah, yeah. Just north of Houston myself. Oh, you are? Shout out. Hey, Texas, what's up? That's right. Yeah, Louisiana. So I actually created a holiday for myself called Gumbo Giving. And in Gumbo Giving, I wanted to learn how to make gumbo one year. And if you know anything about gumbo, you know that you can't just make like a little bit of gumbo. When you're making gumbo, you're making a lot of gumbo. We cook good here in the South. We do cook very well in the South here. And so I told myself I was going to create a whole new holiday called Gumbo Giving, where basically I bake gumbo once a year. Flatlander! Oh, Flatlander! Thank you so much for the subs. Gifting 10 tier 1 subs. Holy shit. Flatlander! That's so nice. Thank you so much, friend. Flatlander is one of my hypest regulars. One of my OGs. That is so sweet. Aw, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, Flatlander. My birthday is May 7th, so I'm gonna count that as my early birthday present from you to me. So thank you, friend. I appreciate it. That's so nice. Thank you so much for the sub. Now, I didn't forget you, Nightshade. I'll continue talking about Gumbo Giving. We do something here called Show and Tell. You can redeem it with your little drinkies if you'd like. And in Show and Tell, I pick a bad accent and I show you something in my house and I tell you about it. So thank you so much for all the follows, guys. So sweet of you. So, I will show and tell something about why this raid is so fun. Okay? 291? No way. Are we almost at 300? Guys, we're so close to 300. 292 followers? Are we about to hit my 300 goal? And then I could do some big 300 stream next for my I could do some big 300 stream for my birthday? No way. Come on, lurkers. Nora, stop. This is so nice. 300 stream on birthday? That would be so sweet. Kenora, what the heck? My birthday is next Wednesday, May 7th. But let me tell you, before I forget, ADHD probably. Sorry, not Flatlander. You gave me all the subs and that was cool. Nightshade, redeemed Show and Tell. And in Show and Tell, basically, I talk about something in a bad British accent and I like show you something around my house or whatever. But I'm going to tell you about how funny the situation is that I'm getting graded right now. But I'm going to say it in a really bad British accent. Context. I'm the child of a Yankee, of like a Wisconsinner, and a Texan. So my accents are always all over the place because I don't know what I'm doing. Anyways. Hello, everybody. That's like Australian. Hello. So I'm going to be a little bit cockney here. And so this is really funny that I just got raided. It's a bit bonkers, you know what I mean? It's a bit bonkers because I had plans with my friend, and my friend's supposed to come over, and she's supposed to come and do crafts with me. And I had to text her and say, "Oh, my friend, you're more than welcome to come to my house, but I'm still streaming because I just got raided by a bunch of really great people, and she's still gonna come over. We're still gonna hang out. Do not feel like you're overstepping." But it's very funny because this is the second time since I've been streaming this last month that something very similar has happened. Because a few streams ago, I was doing my Monday cooking stream. I normally cook on Mondays. Okay, I was doing my Monday cooking streams, And I got raided not once, but twice, okay? And my streams have been starting to pick up a little bit in the last couple months, and I've been very grateful for it, and I've been meeting a lot of new great people in the community, in the cooking community specifically, and it's been great. It's been, what would they say? What would they say that's not great? How would they say great? It's been the Queen's biscuits. The Queen's biscuits to meet so many new people in the community. So a few streams ago, before I went to smashing is correct. Smashing is correct. Brilliant. Terrific. Smashing. It's been smashing. Oh, hi friend. Good to see you. So, this is the second time it's happened. Because the first time it happened, before our stream, my friend, who doesn't normally text me and ask me for favors, said, hello mate, I need to go to therapy and I have no way of getting there because my car is in the shop. And I said, oh yes, I'm going to do a quick little stream and then I'm going to drive you to therapy. He said, thank you so much. So then I got raided twice. And I was freaking out. I was like, oh my god, what a moral dilemma. I have to take my friend to therapy or have to stay on stream and meet all of these new streamers. Oh, thank you so much. Want to leave a lurk and follow. Oh gosh. Megabytes, thank you. I don't speak like this. This is part of the show and tell that Nightshade redeemed. I can't do the British accent anymore. Basically, long story short, thank goodness my partner is amazing. Because in the middle of the stream, I had to text my partner and be like, holy crap. Can you please, please go drive my friend to therapy because I don't want to be a terrible friend. And if he was going to say, no, I can't. If he was going to say, no, I'm sorry, I'm really busy now. That's fine. I would have dropped the stream, of course, to take my friend to therapy, especially after I made a promise. I would never just do that. So it's really funny that this is the second time. And I'm pretty sure that my friend is in the stream right now, who I'm going to be doing arts and crafts with. And you're more than welcome to come over. I will let you in. We can hang out. I promise. It's just nice that I got to stick around a little bit and finish up. I still have to finish these up. These skewers up, and then we can continue to meet our new people. But anyways, this is the happiest hour. It's crazy, it's kooky, it's turning into something, and I'm loving every second of it. And I hope you're enjoying it too. Yeah, so that's it. We are at 294 followers, guys. We are almost at 300 followers. If we hit that 300 follower goal, we'll have to do something really, really exciting for my birthday on Wednesday. Do I freeze my tofu? Ooh, incredible. That's a great question. So sometimes I do. Sometimes it just accidentally happens because I don't know if your fridge is like this, but I keep my tofu in like the meat drawer of the fridge. And okay, Flatlander, you can't just say shower stream and not give any context. I will give context. It's not what you think. I'm not that kind of a streamer. Not the kind of streamer. Not that it's anything bad. Anyways, I have a section in my meat drawer where if you put something too far close to the back, towards the fan, it naturally does freeze. So typically, it depends. But sometimes I intentionally do it, sometimes I don't. This one I'm not because we're grilling it, and I'm running it through a recipe because some of my friends are vegan, and they're going to be coming to my birthday party next Saturday, and we're just doing a bunch of grilling, so I want to make sure that my vegan friends have some options. So I'm just going by the recipe, and they didn't say to freeze it, so I didn't this time. Do you mainly do healthier foods? I don't mainly do healthier foods, I just kind of do whatever I enjoy eating. Last week I baked a cake. I baked a carrot cake. This past Monday, what did I do this past Monday? What did I bake this past? Somebody help me out here. What did I bake this past Monday? My brain is crazy. Oh, I made Marry Me chickpeas. Chickpea wedding. Yeah, I hosted a chickpea wedding. It was beautiful. Yes, Marry Me chickpeas. That's what I did. But I've made like fried food before. Like I said, I've made gumbo before. I just kind of do whatever sounds delicious and good. Um, and kind of just whatever my heart is feeling. But we also have a Discord, so feel free if anybody would like to join the Discord. We talk about food all the time and other things, and you can always make suggestions. I would love any suggestion on what to make. Um, but yeah, so that's me, my life, catching my breath. Um, is anybody here vegan, or is anybody here, like, do you have a preference of what kind of foods you typically like to make? Like, or is anybody here more of a baker, or are you more of like I don't know, even if you're more of I just kind of do whatever the cheapest. Let me go check on, let's see, so it should be marinated. I'm a trash can, I'll eat anything. I love trash can people. I love trash can people because I'm not a trash can person. I cannot eat anything. I am slightly picky about certain things. And when it comes to leftovers, I sometimes have issues. And so thank God, my partner is a trash can person and he is amazing. Anytime that there is something that's been sitting in the fridge for like 3 days, I just pass it over to him and he will inhale it. And I'm somebody who's trying to be like a more sustainable person in my like lifestyle choices. And so that's kind of like a fatal flaw of mine, is that I'm so bad about eating leftovers, but I want to be more sustainable. So now I just pass them off, right? Lamar, what's up? I wasn't full vegan. I was raised vegetarian. How did that go? I had one of my I guess you'd call him my high school sweetheart. He's my friend now, so that's why it's kind of weird to say it like that. He was raised gluten-free, and he's not gluten-free anymore. So are you still vegetarian? Trash can people unite. I don't like leftovers as they were, so I repurposing them into a new dish. That is a great skill, and I try to do that when I can. It's amazing what you can do if you just throw a bunch of shit into a cast iron skillet and then put new sauce on it. I will say I'm not a huge fan of leftovers, so I try to I freeze a bunch of stuff too. You must be my Tinderella because I'm going to make that dress vanish at midnight. Hello? Thank you. I think I'm wearing the gayest shorts today, but thank you. Yeah, I got these from the Urban Outfitter men's section. Um, Tinderella? Please tell me you don't actually use that. Please tell me that you don't actually use that on Tinder. Because I'm getting the vibes, and I might be incorrect, you do, and that's why you're now having to turn to Twitch to use the same lines on Twitch because it didn't work on Tinder. I'm going to give you a suggestion, okay? As somebody who was single for 4 years and was in the dating pool for like most of my 20s, I'm only about to be 27, so I know, baby. I will give you a suggestion. You can always just like start a conversation with a woman by saying, "Hi, how was your day today?" And I promise that would be fine. I still eat vegetarian food every now and again, but I do eat meat now. Gotta get that protein. Yep, gotta get that protein. Tell me about your first experience when you stepped out of being a vegetarian. Because I was there the first time that my friend and my high school sweetheart became a non-gluten-free person. He came up to me and our friends one day and he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna take a like allergy pill and I want to eat all of the foods that I've been missing all in one day." And we were like, "Are you sure?" And he was like, "Yes." And I was like, "Okay." So I drove him around with some of our other friends in high school in the back seat, and his mom was so worried. You know, his mom like gave him the allergy medicine, and then it was like the gluten intolerance medicine, or I don't necessarily know, and was like, okay, I'm ready to take care of you when you get home if you get really sick. And he wanted to eat at a bunch of different places, and one of the first places he chose was Whataburger, because Texas. And so I drove him to Whataburger, and he got a Whataburger, and it was a hilariously fun day. It's very funny. I get my greens from grass-fed from grass-fed beef, from good old 100% beef. That is great. I get my greens from elsewhere that I cannot show on Twitch, but sometimes I make cocktails with it, if you get my drift. You can develop allergies at any point in your life and grow out of them too. Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, it's crazy to think of all of the different things that I didn't like growing up, and now I devour them. I saw someone say, like, I'm totally vegan, I only eat chicken that eats corn. That's such a dad joke. That's such a dad joke. That I didn't tell my dad that. He would say the same thing. I used to be allergic to shrimp, but I am now... Are you now dead? Oh no! That's not good. Hold on, I want to check the... Oh good, okay, we can start. 420 martini, yes! Yes, my friend. I don't have any food allergies, but my mom claims I was allergic to tomatoes. She claims that when I was a child, that she gave me a cherry tomato, which giving a baby cherry tomatoes, I feel like wasn't the best idea anyways, but whatever, Mom. And she claims that I blew up like a balloon, which is really funny. And then she never gave me tomatoes again. And then later on, actually, not to sound pretentious, but I went to, we're gonna start the skewering, by the way. So I think, you can stay on this camera. Not to sound pretentious, but I saved up all of my money and I went to Europe. I did a 34-day European tour. Oh my gosh. When I was in college. And I tried tomatoes there and I loved them. And ever since then, I haven't been able to go back. Now, I will say, again, not to be pretentious, but European tomatoes are, they're like in the summer. Wow, those things that's amazing, you know? Oh, that is gonna fall off the skewer. Let's see. Oh no. Yummy! Yummy! European tomatoes are just absolutely incredible, so. What? Another follow? Aw, thank you so much! Oh, Sareem! You followed me! And bad jokes from WG? Is it because we made the dad jokes? We were talking dad jokes? That's awesome, if so. Okay. Oh. See, are we gonna fit everything on the skewer? I think I'm gonna try to fit one more, up here. I think food quality in the EU is better overall. Yeah, I mean, I've heard that too. To be fair, I don't think when I went, I can tell you, like, I had, like, a life-changing experience or anything, but that's just mainly because I went when I was 21, and the things that I was putting into my body when I was 21 was not of quality. So, anything was better than what I was eating when I was 21. We finished our first skewer! Look at how cute she is! She is a cutie patootie. She's such a little cutie. Maybe a tasty cutie. Okay, skewer number 2. I've heard, though, that fruits and veggies are expensive in a lot of places there. I can't remember that either. And meats. I will say, grocery stores were so much more accessible. So I was buying quite a bit when I was in Europe. Like, even though I was traveling, I went to grocery stores all the time. Because I was kind of sort of on a budget, not really. And I wanted to... You really get like a sense of the kinds of foods there when you go grocery shopping in a European country. Look at how cute these little guys are. Okay, we're just gonna do a few more skewers. And then I think we might go ahead and raid somebody else and pass the raid on. Since I do want to hang out with my friend. I'm not a big fruit eater, but I do love oh, mangoes are so good. Alton Brown talked about a place in Norway where they were practically giving away fish, but broccoli was $20 a pound. Huh. Okay, skewer number 2. Beautiful. I think I need to end it on something so the tofu doesn't fall off, so I think I might go back and add another one there. Maybe like the seasons. Yeah, it's probably just because importing, it's hard to do that. So when I was in Switzerland, that place was so expensive. And that was just because importing anything over there is terribly hard, right? So everything was expensive when I was in Switzerland. And I will say, Switzerland kind of had pretty mid food. But you don't go to Switzerland for the food. You go to Switzerland to see the Swiss Alps. It's zucchini. We actually grew this kale from our garden. So we grew the zucchini and we grew the squash from our garden. I'm also rolling the tofu in more marinade, like as we skewer. So I think that'll be good. Yeah, much shorter season for sure. Oh, and a chocolate. I did the most Swiss thing, well, the most stereotypical Swiss thing when I was in the Swiss Alps. I went to the Swiss Alps, and on the Swiss Alps, I actually bought a Swiss Army knife for my dad, and then I bought Swiss chocolate, and then I ate it when I was, like, suspended over the Swiss Alps on, like, a ride. I had to really get myself into it. I love seafood, so I go without veggies to eat it more often. Seafood, I think, is one of the few foods that I don't think there's a seafood that I don't like. Okay, I think I like every single seafood. Again, that might be the Houston in me. Look at her! Beautiful! Beautiful again. These skewers are going to be gorgeous, and of course I'm not going to be... Maybe not this time, maybe in the future I'll do a grilling stream. But if you join our Discord, which Nightbot just posted, then you can... I'll post, like, photos of everything I'll grill and give you the full rundown. Here, I'll give you a bigger look how messy my hand is. But look at how beautiful these guys are! How pretty! This is gonna be delicious. We're definitely not gonna use all of this, I'm realizing, but that's okay. We'll skewer what we can and eat what we can and enjoy the rest. But it is currently a beautiful day outside, so I'll take some progress pictures and post them to the Discord. Ooh, I have had shark. I have had shark, and it tastes like seafood. Like it tastes exactly like you would think it tastes. You don't like cooked salmon? I do like salmon. Are you going to sauce them with the drippings? Yeah, definitely. Boring here. Yeah, no, it's beautiful. It's sunny and windy outside, so must head out to work on dinner. So happy to catch your stream. Thank you for streaming with us. No, thank you so much for bringing all of your community into my community. I really appreciate it. Everybody, please go follow Kenora and say thank you so much. I'm also going to start passing the train along. So please stick around if you are able to so that we can go support another streamer. How do we feel about that? Yeah. Still waiting for you to show me how to do air fryer salmon. I did show you how to do air fryer salmon. I will. We are so close to our 300 goal right now, but there's still time. Tomorrow, I'm having, so once a month, I do a subscriber appreciation stream. Typically, obviously, I wouldn't put like subscribers ahead of anybody else. I'm just thankful that anybody's watching me, even the lurkers. But right now, I am unemployed. I was laid off twice this year, and so I like to start doing these once a month subscriber appreciation streams just to really thank those people that have helped me like continue to develop my setup through your subscriptions. Even though I'm unemployed. So, like I made new lights. So this is my first time using these new lights, and you got to see the dance party, and you saw that. So that's gonna be tomorrow at, I believe, 6:30 or 7 Central Time. That's my time. So yeah. Okay, let's raid somebody real quick. And then I'll see you guys tomorrow. And if not tomorrow, I'll see you next week for my birthday week. But thank you so much to everybody that came in. I really, really appreciate it. Let's see who we want to raid now. So stick around. Yeah. Let me see. Following. Nobody's not following is cooking. So let's find somebody. Encouragement. How about this Detroit style pizza prep and mystery coffee? That sounds good. Okay, well, thank you guys so much. It was great to meet you. We're gonna go raid this person. Spaceballs the username. We're gonna go ahead and raid them. So please stick around for the raid, everybody. Send them the biggest love. And I appreciate it. So, bye! How can I do that? Okay, there we go. Okay.
Oh my god. Oh. Hello, Earth Toast. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Hi, I'm Spaceballs. I am doing some pizza prep. Wrapping up on the pizza prep. Welcome in. How's everyone doing? What are you up to today? If you got a raid and run, I understand. Take care of yourself first and foremost. But yeah, thank you for bringing